welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm Aaliyah, your National United Miss Philadelphia, and today's video is all about IUM Internationals. It was truly an amazing experience, so let's dive into the recap. Leading up to the pageant was both exciting and a little stressful. I've been doing pageants for nearly 8 years, and when I tell you it's always something, it is always something. But I'm just super grateful to God that He always makes a way, and we're able to get there on time, we're able to get there safely, and ultimately we're just able to have an amazing time. But for those of you who don't know, I'm from Philly and the pageant was in Orlando, Florida. So that's about like a 15-ish hour drive, and I always like to get to a pageant at least a day before so that I have time to unpack, unwind, and really scope out the hotel so that I'm aware of where to go so that I'm not late to any of the events. So fast forward to day one of the pageant, I had an early morning coaching session, and then straight from my coaching session I went to go check in, and at check-in I got a chance to take a picture with the international national royalty as well as the international directors, but I also gave them all of my paperwork, and I received my finale tickets as well as the wristbands that I needed for all of the dinner parties, and I got the super cute program book. This is what the program book looks like. This is the front of it, and then this is the back of it. And I'm gonna show you what my page looks like in the book. So here's my page. Like, it's super cute. And then I also got my contestant number, and then I also got my competition sash. So for all the optional competitions, we wear the contestant number, and then for the required competitions, we wear the competition sashes. So that was all for check-in, and then I had like a lot of time in between check-in and orientation. So I just went back to the hotel, my mom and I relaxed, had some breakfast, and just hung out until we had orientation. So at orientation is basically where all of the contestants are in one room, and we are reintroduced to the international national royalty, all the staff, and the international directors. And we're basically just debriefed on what to expect during pageant week, as well as knowing where all the dressing rooms are, and also what it means to be on time during pageant week. So at IUM, on time is always getting there 15 minutes before your competition is set to start so that we can line up. And if you're late to line up, they usually put you at the back of the line, and it's up to the judge's discretion if they want to take points off or not. But I just love the transparency of the system, because everything that we're told is what the judges are told, and they're just so upfront and open with communication, and they make sure that we are putting our best foot forward. But that was all for the orientation, and then we had about like an hour or so until we had to get ready for the World's Fair party. And for those of you who don't know, all of the parties at IUM are also dinner parties, so we got a chance to eat first, and then we were able to tour the world. So for the World's Fair party, this is the bag. So we all got this bag that we were able to walk around and put our goodies in, and in the bag came with like our passport. So this is the passport that we took around to all of the different stations, and inside it's a lot of different like pages, but also like stickers as well. And when we walked around to all of the different stations, the international national royalty, like they stamped it so that we can like have proof that we went to that country, and it was just super fun. And then I got some goodies at all of the stations, and I also got these super cute like queen earrings. Like, these are just super cute. So after that, you know, that was the end of day one. We just partied and took pictures, and then it was time to go back to the hotel and just get ready for day two. So for me, day two was actually pretty chill. I had an early morning optionals rehearsal where I had to go and tell the staff member what I wanted to use for a spokesmodel, if I wanted like the handheld microphone, if I wanted the headset, or if I wanted to stand at the podium. And I chose the handheld microphone, and I got a chance to just go on stage and rehearse some of my speech so that I feel comfortable on stage. And I didn't have anything else planned for the day until later on that night. So I did stick around the hotel and watch the casual wear competition as well as the talent competition just for a little bit to support the girls that I knew who were competing. And then so fast forward to that night, and we had the PJ party, and at the PJ party is the iconic moms pageant. So it's basically an opportunity for the moms to stand in as contestants and kind of get a feel of what it's like to be on the stage and compete and be judged for what you're doing. Ultimately, like, it's just really fun. It's a really fun time. And after the moms pageant, you know, hung around for a little bit more, took some pictures, and then it was the end of day 2, and all of us, of course, went back to the hotel room and got ready, because for day 3 was competition day for everyone. For day 3, I had a really early morning wake-up call because I had to get my makeup done. But following my makeup, I went right to my high fashion runway rehearsal, where I had a chance to, of course, do the walking pattern on stage with the shoes that I'll be wearing so that I can be a lot more comfortable. And luckily, they allowed the girls who were competing in actress and spokesmodel to go first. So that way we had a lot more time to get prepared for our competition, because it was about like an hour or so following the rehearsal time. So after that, I went back to the hotel room and I just like relaxed, had some breakfast, and then it was time for spokesmodel. But for me, I love spokesmodel. That's my favorite optional, because I get a chance to not only share my passions with the judges, but it allows me to brush up on my public speaking skills. But following the spokesmodel competition, me and my mom had a lot of time between that and the fun fashion competition. So we kind of just drove around Orlando, had some lunch, and then we headed back to the hotel. Did some last minute alterations for my fun fashion outfit, and then it was time for fun fashion. So after the fun fashion competition, we had a couple of hours in between that and our last dinner party. So I kind of just hung around the hotel, supported some of the Ms. contestants as they were competing in fun fashion, and then I headed back to the hotel to, of course, change my clothes. But the last dinner party was for it was the Queen's Gala, so it was an opportunity for us to, of course, congratulate and celebrate all the outgoing international and national queens for their year of service. So we took some pictures, we had a nice time, and that was the end of day 3. Day 4 for the senior division was actually a free day. We did have an early morning rehearsal for like our opening number, but after that we didn't have anything on the schedule. But we did take a couple pictures, did some TikToks, and then I did stay to watch some of the junior divisions compete in evening gown and intro. But after that, I just kind of relaxed for the rest of the day and mentally prepared for the following day's competition. So that was all for day 4. Day 5, we had an early morning rehearsal for evening gown and personal introduction. So that was another opportunity for us to do our walking patterns on stage in the shoes that we'll be wearing. And we also got the walking pattern for the personal introduction competition, so that way we knew what to do. But after that, we had a little bit more time in between gown and intro to just relax a little bit. But following those 2 competitions, we did have a late night rehearsal, because for the National United Miss delegates, our finales was the next day. So we had a chance to practice our opening number on the stage. But that was all for day 5, and then it was time for day 6. Day 6 was the finale day for the National United Miss divisions. The senior division, we still had interview that morning, but I walked out of interview feeling so confident because I felt like I told the judges everything that I wanted them to know. But following interview, I was just super grateful for the week because at that time all of the competitions were over and all I had to do was just wait until the finale. But we did have the optional awards after that. But y'all, at the optional awards, I won International Spokesmodel. So this is the banner that I got, and then it came with this crown. I also have this award, and it also came with the cash prize. I was super excited about that. And then following our optional awards, we had an autograph signing with like the former and current international national royalty. So I got like a whole bunch of different like autograph cards. And then of course it was time for our finale. And at the finale, we did our opening number dances, and then we changed into our outfits for our final walk. And then they brought the delegates back on stage and they announced the semi-finalists. So for the Little Miss and Junior Miss, it was a top 8. And for the National Miss, it was a top 5. So I made it into the top 5. And then for the semi-finalists, we walked off the stage and then we sat in like this other area, and then they did the farewells, and then they brought everybody back on stage. So what they do is they of course go from 4th runner-up, 3rd runner-up, 2nd runner-up, 1st runner-up, and then they crown the new queen. And I walked away with 3rd runner-up. I'm just super grateful for this opportunity, and while I didn't walk away with the title, I walked away with so much more. I have so many new friendships and just unforgettable memories that I will forever cherish. But I thank you guys so much for watching this video as I recap IUM Internationals. But until next time, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and feel free to leave your pageant experiences in the comments down below. But I'll see you in my next video.